Hey everybody. Your boy Big Lock, 4th and 1 Customization. Want to wish you all a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa. Now I want to make this video on being an ambassador to the hobby. And I want to do it face to face. I didn't want to be behind cameras. I want to talk to you right here from the heart, old Big Lock. We have a wonderful hobby, guys. We got a great hobby. And the hobby is one that evolves and grows, but it evolves and grows through us helping it grow and evolve, through being more accepting of things and styles of play and new figures and bases and tradition in the hobby. So it all combines together to make a great mosh podge and make a great hobby. Now I want to just speak on a couple of things. One thing I want to speak on is there's so many different things that go on in the hobby itself that people may not hear about. You know, you see a lot of the things are basically focused on the leagues. It's good that YouTube is really bringing a solitaire aspect to the game as well as the do-it-yourself aspect to the game and showing people how to make things and tweak and build bases and mold figures and create figures. So we're really at the apex of really pushing the hobby into a new era. You know what I'm saying? Because we're really getting that information out there. You know, the Fat 8 and 4th and 1, we have a few Facebook groups. We are on Instagram. You know, we're on YouTube. You see our presence on YouTube. And these things spread the hobby, not just in this country, but across the world. And another thing I want to speak on is being an ambassador to the hobby. You know, there's so many people that love to play the game, but their aspects and other talents make them, you know, very important to the hobby. And I say this all the time. We need all the people that we can get in this hobby to make our hobby grow. And I'm talking engineers and graphic designers and people that are in the press and you know, all walks of life, you know, handymen and repairmen and electricians. All of those skills have evolved this hobby. The hobby would not have evolved if it wasn't for the do-it-yourselfers and the guys that wanted to say, well, hey, maybe I can make a big field, and maybe I can make a stadium, and maybe I can mold figures. And that's what evolves the hobby and keeps it growing and keeps it pushing. And I'm trying to tell you guys, everybody matters in this hobby. You wouldn't have a tournament if you don't have a tournament coordinator and guys to get things together and weigh the teams and referee and make sure the boards get set up. We all have a part to play in this hobby. Now, the next point I want to talk on is being accepting of things. Okay. When I first came in, it wasn't so much things, you know, people weren't accepting of things. It was more or less things were played a certain way, things were done a certain way, and we talking about in the late 90s, early 2000s. But then we saw the hobby start to evolve. People wanted to do what they wanted to do. They wanted to put face masks on figures and make custom poses. And it doesn't kill traditionalism. It just takes the hobby into another realm and another era, another time, and another purpose, so to speak. So I want you guys to really understand anybody can be an ambassador to this hobby. We all have a part to play. Whatever talent you may bring, if you're an artist, you can make decals and design new fields. You know, if you're a person that's a legal person, you can help us get patents and work big events. So everybody has a talent in the EF. No matter what you create, it has a purpose. But I'll also say this, when you push things down people's throat, it's not going to wash. You know, this hobby is predominantly grown men. It's not a hobby that's played by children unless it's passed on to our children. So let's remember that. It's a hobby that's evolved through grown men like us. So at times we have to put down our egos. At times we have to be accepting of other things, other styles, other figures, other bases, other boards. And one thing I've learned, the best way to really do it, fellas, if you're in a new town or you're playing a tournament or you're going to an event, as they say, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. When you home, do your own thing. When you with your league, do your own thing. But Rafiq McDaniels, and I'm going to quote him on this, he told me a good thing one time, and I had been off the tournament circle for a while. Nothing against them people, but I kind of had been there, done that. But he really hit home with something. Rafiq McDaniels said, Locke, it's not about the style of play or the politics of the event. It's just about guys getting together playing electric football. That hit me right in the chest. So that's what I want to pass on to you. Enjoy the hobby. Enjoy the fellowship of the hobby. Keep creating because it makes us expand and evolve. Like I said, be accepting of things. You don't have to like everything, but be accepting of the things that you may not understand. Talk to a guy and get a better understanding. You may not know where he's coming from, you know, and he may explain things that make you appreciate certain things a little more. Perfect example. I have nothing against pass placement. I know it's an entity that's used. I'm not a big pass placement guy because I like to throw the football with the TTQ quarterback, right? So I was watching my friend Tory Bliss's video. Watch El Toro videos. Watch the Fat 8. Watch 4th and 1. Got to do my own plug. But I was watching his Green Bay Packer Raiders game. So I'll say great game, great straight shot, good commentary. And I saw a play where I believe it might have been the Raiders was going for a pass on the pass placement ball, which is the hanging ball that hangs on a string. And the way the player exploded to the ball, really, I said, wow, it really made me see another aspect of something that I really didn't like prior. So you can always learn a little bit. The hobby is so big and vast, and it's vaster than a lot of people think. 4.0, 3.2, divider style, unlimited weight, NPFL style. It's so many things you can do. Just be accepting of things. Don't always try to cram how you do things down somebody else's throat. It's all an approach. Like I said, it's all in how you present something. So we know the quote on that one. So let's present ourselves, be ambassadors to the hobby, ask questions on things we don't understand, and understand if this hobby wouldn't have evolved the way it has with big boards and figures and new bases and styles, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. Simply cut and dry. So this is Big Lock. I want to wish you guys a happy holiday. Just want to get a little something off my chest. I want to do a face-to-face man style. So you see me. You see the guy that's behind the camera. You know I love, respect you for supporting the Fat 8 and supporting 4th and 1. And I got a lot coming for you guys in 2016. New figures, 3D printed stuff, Jamie with the Fat 8, and all our things that we doing. All our brothers, Brian Cross, Charles Pope, Manfred Holmes, Big Dog Ellaby, Jamie Ellaby, and myself. Can't forget Shane Hooper up in Canada. The Fat 8 is just us, and we going to bring it to you. And be ambassadors, guys. We can always take this hobby to the next level. Peace, and y'all have a good holiday. Big Lock, 4th and 1 customization. I love y'all. Peace. EF forever.